morning, fellow Cameroonians. Today, na Friday, number 12 day for this month of September 2025. My name na Capo Daniel, una own countryman, sense past king, Lukong. Una welcome to another episode of our daily podcast, a program where it bring una the truth, it bring una meaningful information, fact-based analysis for help we as to the worker for this journey to our freedom, to the freedom of the people of the Ambas Bay. Our fellow country people at home and abroad, I bring una liberation greetings from the People's Right Advocacy platform, the People's Platform. We are the voice of the voiceless, the voice of reasoning, the voice that stands to speak for the public interest of the Anglophones, the people of the Ambas Bay. We will start today with a sad reality where to go on for our territory, for Anglophone region, for Cameroon. All school them be closed down as a result of habitual behavior we would not adopt them for these 8 years as we fight for the right of our people for self-determination. A strategy where we be positive in the initial stage, now it then become a curse and inflicted wound on our own. A suicidal mission, a mission for freedom where then turn suicidal. The DW, the international community, they cry, they talk about what will happen for our beloved land, Southern Cameroon.
Stayed shut on the official start of term. Going to school in Cameroon can cost you your life, where Anglophone separatists have ordered the population to stay at home and observe a boycott. They have also told people not to travel, open their shops, go to work, or drive. This total lockdown is nothing new. Every year, armed separatists exert extra pressure at the start of the new school year. And since 2017, they forced the closure of English and French language schools and kept hundreds of thousands of children out of education. They
kept hundreds of thousands of children out of education. Education is the right of our people. Initially, we started the struggle to fight to protect the education of our people and not to destroy it. Nevertheless, the reality is on the ground. The war sees us as the people inflicting pain on our own. Common sense have been kicked out of our struggle. Chaos, stupidity, illiteracy, and pure evil reign over our land. This is the fact. All Amazonian groups, known groups that are on the ground, that are fighting groups, had a Toronto conference organized by the CDN, where resolution was adopted for no interference in our education and the approach of community school adopted by all Amazonian groups. Yet the evil that have taken hold of our boys, our struggle, sometimes even perpetrated by the enemy himself, to radicalize our own people, inflict pain on our own community, to repel international support and attention to them, and even isolate the struggle from our population, seems to have succeeded, as the boys are on hold by this evil spirit that self-destroy our own society. Nevertheless, today on this podcast, we want to focus on reaction from PRAP's executive members as we have unfolded a podcast and a communication that calls for where is the Francophone MANCHO BBC. Many PRAP members, people who believe in public interest, people who believe in human right, human dignity, and human sanity, many of the base of our following in PRAP and myself as an activist have had a lot of feedback. And I want to tell our population, we even have very important PRAP member that had to resign due to debates that was going on concerning the elections in Cameroon, which are very consequential in our lives. People have to know. These are one of the biggest people. If you had followed General Mba Ivor, who used to run the Facebook page called General Mba Ivor, is a very influential person, somebody who had been one of the backbone in supporting media of our hardcore nationalists and supporting people like Ayabachu and the Egg of Sea, but a staunch member of PRAP, had resigned because of our engagement concerning the election in Cameroon. We have had very reasonable people articulate why we need to engage our public in terms of the possibility of change and even support even Maurice Kamto and many diverse views that we have had in PRAP, but the issue had got so heated. And this podcast, which we put out yesterday concerning where is the Francophone MANCHO BIBIXY, had led to a lot of feedback that I think I will select that of our Secretary General of PRAP to put out for you to understand the sentiment our people are going through, and also to use this opportunity to highlight to you what is the position of PRAP vis-a-vis Cameroon. We, in the beginning of the creation of PRAP, have come to our conclusion based on our own analysis, our own data, that Cameroon is not ready for change. And it has proven to be right. The political elites are so envious of each other. They are plagued with the virus that have eaten us in Amazonia, which is groupism, where no person can support another person, no group can endorse another person. And as we speak, the opposition party are unable to choose one candidate because everybody wants to be the head of state and nobody is willing to support anybody. In any other cases, I will bring to you the position of PRAP. We think it is helpless and we must deal with the reality of the regime and those in power as it is, not because we want to, not because we want to legitimize them or support them, but simply because we have no choice. Where is the alternative? So let us hear to this feedback from the Secretary General of PRAP. It will reflect the base of our people and the sentiment of our people, especially we have been known as Anglophones for fighting for Cameroon to no avail and still being mocked by the same Cameroonians. I remember in the 90s when Paul Biya or the Cameroon government takes bad decisions, commentators, Francophone commentators will come on TV and says, we will hear what the Bamenda people will say, or the Anglophones, because that name Bamenda have become a name for all Anglophones. Nevertheless, let us hear feedback from the podcast coming from the SG of PRAP.
Because, Mr. Chairman, you don't put our side. You don't put your podcast aside. Thank you. But if every day you go outside, say, go talk about the Francophone, no, you waste your time. Job broke for people them. They don't get Anglophone, they defeat for them now. They don't be has them. And then the fuel crisis, they go so. Because of the business, so they benefit them. They don't open place them. All our IDP, they don't come over outside and they don't scatter farm them. Plan banga for 8 years now. Go simbanga for the harvest time for Nyete, for Kribi. Simbanga, the way of Francophone, the harvest time. They open all that their forest them. You don't go market, you don't see cassava, you don't see gari, you don't see yam. Ebolo, I don't scatter at all. How do you call it one riot? They get nigga there, they work for them. They get which country don't see and say, other one, the workless slave. Even now, let them never suffer, so Anglophone, they not be involved, they will riot. But when they want suffer, so they see them. The one Anglophone, they be rise up, what they be do? They should don't drink their beer, they love who's the Anglophone, who's the Anglophone. They go rot you over that country. Probably I go see take chair now. Now they effect glasses. CPN go see take power, and there's nothing they will do. Wicked set of human being them. The name of Francophone, very zero brain. Can't the rot in the ghost? Probably I don't see take another loan again. Probably I don't see take another loan again now. They don't borrow. Probably I they borrow every single time they borrow. Say basic education, you go borrow 18 billion. 18 billion for whose basic education. That way go will say now for roads. They don't fix the road. Road they don't scatter all. No good electricity. Today say you don't even talk with people that way they side and so they cry say never more dead. Even voice no the download. Which kind of generation this? And they go sit down, they are very comfortable. When Anglophone they want talk, they say Vuze Amazonia. They go shoot or kill them. Even the guy there, they still fight for Bush, they get right there. Because it's better to die for something than to just die like a coward, like a sheep. Come on, get all potential, come on, get all these people they just deserve for take people the hostage. Now Francophone so they help to kill the country. As long as they get their own for chop, what it concern with for they. Yes. And why that? Because they don't feel out. If even know this, they must show the thing for them, they work for the end. Because now this is a kind of spill Anglophone, then they take rubbish. Francophone they want to make things, they just be country, the rotten, the go so even without conscience, they see accept 93 years powerful still go president. We no conscience, cheap they commode they go to the. That mean you look and say na charm this part use of the country for rule the country. Na charm. Say all my way they inside CPD and Cabane the reason again. Can't the decay they go so people they say can't the drain they go so but nobody can do anything. When you riot, they go to say na you, na your own. When you want protest, say that one see na you. How the country go do, all man go do rise up. Maurice come to say, have no day. Small please where they be lucky that last time. I mean, say people they like people Mancho or this our second. So if we just die, when they make us take come out, now they come out. People they want go protest and they lock at the trying to stay 9 days. Where they go for year, kiss matter, every do it. But I just beg, could you leave that people them? And they tell you now they are the most foolish set of people that I don't ever see them. The francophone in Cameroon, Sardina, they say they are brain. You want to say people they work on street 1,000, francophone they don't be past 1,000. The whole Salah Norway will not pass 1,000 will be go for street. They will not be getting any support for our own brother the francophone. They think so one make the country they good now, so one divide them. But the fight so tell me the country they good, this is only for we. If the country be they good, they see them Amazon at their own side, if they good, then still they don't go benefit. Majority of the people they don't can study in the francophone side. They don't key all educational system. Make the people that just be lazy, turn you them to alcohol and drugs and prostitution. You go finish as a graduate, you cannot even operate a single computer. You know if you open a single computer, you cannot operate. A graduate in accounting, a graduate in marketing, logistics, you know nothing. You take a certificate, go outside there, and so they just look and say you are a graduate in engineering. You cannot, the engineer they will get that. You cannot even bridge. When are the schools them, the engineers and where they will get them, the bridge, the road work and then they get for the use at the university student them for their practical, for the build bridge them, for the construct road them. Then I answer that they can't carry contract. Chinese or other countries, them is that no wickedness? Cameroon is just wicked, and all our francophone brothers they are wicked. They are crying, they are dying in silence. They will get rot. No change will come. Till 100 years will stay there, all of us. They say vous êtes anglophone. They drink their beer, knock they have their chest, go sleep. Who got the next day? Find play to make their pocket money, and that's how they are so lazy. And they only want for join a work where they get authority, the police and military, so they'll get authority for extort money with no fear. They want an office work them. They don't want to go stress them. You want to talk as a journalist, they will kill you. Amateurs will go that you want to talk, you want to open your voice for Cameroon, they will kill you. So many no man no get voice. Those silent all man don't chief them to slave. Chief them instead go for palace, go to bow. Chief. You leave your own village. Don't make all people then beggar for country. Make people don't be so poor and wretched. Hunger is everywhere.
That was feedback from the Secretary General of PRAP. We have seen how the country has gone. We have fought a good fight, an honorable fight. We did not win. We must deal with the reality. And the position of PRAP is that we Anglophones, we the people of the Ambas Bay, Southern Cameroonians, we must adopt the type of strategic positioning of ourselves, just like the people in Hong Kong have adopted a position for self-preservation within China, because there is no way the British will support them to fight for their independence. There is no way they will defeat China for independence. The same like the people of the Tibet, the same as the Chechnya, who have fought against the Russians, and there is no way the international system will come and help Chechnya to get their independence. We can adapt ourselves within the system and play the rules of Kingmaker. That is the official position of PRAP. We should stop as Anglophones to become the enemy de la maison. We should kiss the ring as Anglophones and let the Francophones know also that they will not count on us to go and fight for their battle. We cannot change Cameroon. only the Francophones can change Cameroon. This is the thesis of PRAP. That is our conclusion. We must be pragmatic to accept our situation in this war and work hard to make things for the betterment of Anglophones, the betterment for our development and our own children's future. We should stop fighting battles that we cannot win. We should stop becoming the enemy and the focus of the anger of the regime. We have a very crucial role to play, the role to swear in the president. Let them come to us to say, I do so swear. That is our rule. We must adapt ourselves in this wicked war. We must think about the future of our children. We do not want a future of a total loss scenario that is going to transform our own children into the new Sardina. It will be worse than the Sardina of the Francophones. They are Sardinas today because Charles Assahe, Ernest Nwani, they refused to enter into negotiated settlement with the French. If the UPC had agreed for concession, which was offered to them after Douala was burnt, when Cameroon started its war for independence after independence, if they had accepted the concession to even have a prime minister, there would have even been a preservation of the nationalism spirit that would even make it impossible for a dictator like Paul Biya to continue to massacre people. That is the reason why Burkina Faso could change. That is the reason why Chad could have coup d'etat and other countries who had maintained their freedom fighter and their nationalist spirit. We will not allow a total loss scenario where the name Ambazonia will become a curse. Today, Ayabacho and the Ague of Sea will be determined as a terrorist organization, and the scar it will leave for the legacy of the name Ambazonia will be something that the future generation, if care is not taken, will look at that name as a cursed name. That will not be our portion. That is why PRAP is born, to help shepherd the vision of a new positioning of the Anglophones and the English-speaking people that puts self-preservation, pragmatism, and realism in our political calculation for the betterment of our people. Yes, as an activist, somebody who have fought, it's my character from childbirth to stand up and speak for justice, to speak truth into power. My instinct is to call for the Francophone MANCHO BIBIXY, but the position of PRAP remains the same. We should be realistic with our situation and our chances. We should pick our battles. We should no longer be used and manipulated to go and fight the fight for Francophones. The fight for regime change is not our position in Cameroon. The fight to become the president of Cameroon is not our position in Cameroon. For those who think that an Anglophone can become a president, allez, go join Akeremuna. For us, we will work out a deal for our people. We will bargain for our people. We will negotiate for our people. We will push for a non-violent solution to end these decades and decades of dilemma, challenges which we have been facing since this union with the Republic or the French-speaking part of Cameroon. Hope is not gone. We are still West Cameroon. Why East Cameroon have been disintegrated and the name that is attributed to their own territory, East Cameroon, removed, we should not forget that there is hope. And if you are hearing on us today in PRAP, hope is alive. Capo Daniel, looking out for you, signing off.